Alibi actually has a passive ability that affects all teammates. When she is chosen, whether you are scanned by the enemy or not, when you run outside, your operator will always be shown as a question mark, so enemy players won't know which operator is outside. This is a super interesting passive that Siege has had on Alibi for a while that people just don't know about. Number 14. This might not be common knowledge, but with the new shield update this season, you can actually one vault windows and doorways with shields like the Kool-Aid Man for some quick entries or rushes for you and your team. It's very scary for a defender watching Blitz come at them like this when you're on defense. At number 15, you can actually get into some window frames on certain maps for some cheeky and sneaky angles. A lot of these were patched last season after being abused by players, and this is actually banned in competitive play in Pro League. But using this in ranked is sure to get you some free kills and spawn piece, catching enemies off guard. At 16, you can actually open up a full wall and make it soft with only 8 of Hibana's X-Cairo pellets. If you put 4 on the very top of the wall and 4 at the very bottom, you can make the entire wall soft and have a teammate open the wall for you after. This is useful if you forget to bring a thermite or an ace and still want the wall open completely. At 17, Capitão's fire arrows and Grimm's bees actually fall vertically. This means you don't have to worry about lining up the perfect shot or making sure it's always right next to the opponent's feet. If the enemy's in the general area, shooting the bees or arrows up above them so they can fall down and hit them is just as efficient. At 18, you can actually use his torch on barricades to make a hole big enough to walk through that makes almost no noise. This is good for getting yourself or a teammate in the building quickly undetected for free kills. At number 19, you can place air jabs that are completely silent by putting a punch hole in the opposite side of the wall and then shooting it into that. On the other side of the wall, it makes no noise and defenders won't be able to see or hear it, which means if a defender is flanking, they will almost 100% of the time hit this air jab, which in turn will give you a free kill.